Welcome to the GCNTech show.
A Chinese bike and components has won a world championship title. We discuss all and the bike and equipment involved.
Plus, in hot tech, we have 2 new gravel bikes. The UCI have made a U-turn on their handlebar width choice. We've got updates to the My Canyon platform. We've got a carbon fibre storage pod, plus indoor cycling updates too. And of course, comments of the week and the bike vault.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So, Chinese bike winning at the Worlds. It was the junior men's road race won by Harry Hudson of Great Britain, which we should also point out is Great Britain's first ever win of the junior road race.
Yeah, I mean, this is mega news.
Brilliant.
Yeah, like that.
And he did so in pretty impressive fashion, actually.
Yeah.
36-kilometre solo breakaway.
Rate that.
Amazing. But one of the things that was also cool about his win was it was done on a Chinese bike and components, which were supplied through Panda Podium, who've supported him and sponsored him. And this is a big deal because, to the best of our knowledge, I feel this is the first time a world championship title has been won on.
I'm pretty confident this is actually the case.
On a sort of
I don't
Chinese
have an official stat.
direct-to-consumer brand.
But it's almost got to be. Also, we should point out first that the level of the junior racing is absolutely off the charts. These are all people that are naturally going to filter through to become future elite top level racers.
Yeah, and if you look at, say, the junior road race from several years ago, and you then look at the top 10 in that race, it just is a who's who of the current top riders. You'll see all the big names like Pogačar, Remco.
Yeah. Well, actually, it turns out Harry is going to the Little Trek development team next year, so that shows the level.
So when you consider that the level of these races is super high, these people are going into the world tour, and they're 17 and 18-year-olds. It's significant that Chinese components have been used to win in convincing fashion, because a lot of the competition he was up against was on top tier,
mainstream brands
equipment,
which is crazy expensive, right?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are increasingly thinking, oh, this equipment is good, like the stuff you can get from China is good, and we've featured a lot of it on the channel. But I feel this is quite an important moment because it really does validate that to a lot of people that there is really good stuff out there and it can be competitive with the mainstream Western brands.
Yeah, I think that's probably people's first element of doubt is oh yeah, it's cool, but is it really competitive? And I think until we've reached this stage now where someone has literally proven that, everyone's always had that question in the back of their mind.
The other thing, before we go into all the details on his bike, there were some components on there that weren't Chinese stuff. So, for example, his levers and shifters, shifters and his derailleurs, Ultegra.
Yeah, amazing.
Which is also really cool. A
lot of time for this.
Yeah.
We should run through the bike though, shouldn't we? It's quite cool to talk about the setup.
Well, the first thing as well, we need to point out, is that while his bike costs significantly less than a mainstream Western bike that would be used at this level, it's still pretty expensive. Yeah,
I think we're talking $6,000 or so. So about half price compared to a big name brand.
Yeah, but that's the thing, half price.
Yeah.
Half price compared to, if you were buying a Pinarello or an S-Works or something like that, typically going to be around 12,000. So, even though it's still expensive, it is top-end performance gear, but half the price is I think that's a really important thing, that someone can compete on that.
Yeah. Bike weight, should we talk about this first? So Harry's bike weighed in at just 6.83 kilograms, so 30 grams above the UCI's minimum weight limit, which means potentially he could have had maybe one of the lightest bikes out there.
Yeah, well, it could have been, you could definitely make that lighter if you wanted to, and they've chosen to build it to that weight limit for a reason. But we know that weight limit is the weight of the bike because Panda Podium actually shared the UCI paperwork. So when the UCI equipment police, because they did have jurisdiction, have to go and check the bikes. One of the things they do is they measure it and check all the measurements are okay, and they weigh it and they note down the recorded weight, and it was 6.8.
Probably scanned for hidden motors as well. You do that as part of go-to thing.
Yeah.
The frame. Let's talk about the frame, shall we? So I believe it's a Quick Pro AR1 carbon frame set, right? This is $1,899, which, again, sounds like a lot, but when you consider something like a S-Works frame set, it's like $5,000. It's absolutely crazy. What else we got? Some wheels. Do you want to talk about the wheels a little bit?
Yeah, so these are CRW Works wheels, and he had a 50 deep front, 60 deep rear, so good like aero setup going on. Pretty light, 1280 grams a pair, so pretty light, and set up tubeless. And on them, he, again, a non-Chinese component, he was using GP5000 Continentals.
I mean, we've said a million times before, tyres super important, aren't they?
Yeah.
Cranks, I know you're going to love talking about cranks. I think you've mentioned some of these different brands that you can get before, because there's a lot of weight saving to be had in the area.
Well, this is the thing, like the cranks is the best way to, most sort of efficient way to lose weight on your bike if that's your goal.
Yeah.
Because, you even look at something really top end like Jura Ace cranks. You're very familiar with them.
Yeah, I'm familiar with them.
Well, typically, all of those Jura Ace cranksets that you have lying around are around sort of 680 grams. Whereas, you drop to something like these Cybri cranks that he was using, which are carbon, Chinese, 320 grams is what I saw quoted for those.
What?
So yeah, it's,
This is crazy.
300 grams. I mean, if you were trying to save 300 grams on a wheel set,
that's going to cost you a lot of money.
that's a lot, yeah.
Whereas these are actually potentially cheaper than Dura-Ace cranks. Potentially, I don't have the price to hand.
Yeah, well, he was using 165s as well. So
I mean, that's obviously going to help save a little bit of weight, but that's not the main reason for it, is it?
Yeah, and he was also using 5438 chain rings.
I'm not entirely sure, I don't know if you know this either, but is there still a gear limit restriction for junior races, or did that get removed a while ago?
I'm pretty sure they scrapped it.
Yeah, maybe I'm still stuck in the past, I don't know. But anyway, nonetheless. Asioma pedals, one-piece handlebar. I like the name.
The Canwin.
The Canwin.
The Canwin Zephyr bar.
Love that. Do you reckon he chose it specifically because of the name?
I don't know, I mean, the thing is, right, is like, it's clearly like a legit product.
Oh, fantastic.
But then there's that thing of like, sometimes the names get lost in translation, but I find it quite endearing.
Yeah.
Like, the Canwin.
The Canwin handlebar. Well, yes, he can win.
Yeah.
So what else were we going to talk about? Oh, so normally, we've said he has a lot of his equipment supplied by Panda Podium, which is sort of like one of his sponsors, right? And they deal with loads of these different Chinese brands. But what I did think was quite interesting is that out of the two bikes he has to choose from, the lightweight or the Aero one, he actually chose the lightweight bike in this situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's lightweight, but looking at the frame, which is the
Quick Pro.
The Quick Pro. See, I had to look it up because it's not something that I'm familiar with at all.
No.
But it's kind of like an all-rounder. It's
still Aero features.
It's in the guise of like a tarmac, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like that sort of all-rounder that we classically see with some slight aero features, tube shapes, and dropped stays, and there's like, it's not a full-on aero bike, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a modern carbon race bike, like lots of things.
Yeah.
Tell you what was cool is the paintwork of the bike. I know it's not really changing performance in any way, but I thought it was nice to see something a little bit different, a bit more out there.
Yeah, it's cool.
I also spotted, a really small detail. He was running a set of those like super lightweight rotors. I think they're the Galfa rotors, because people are going mad for this.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because in my head, like brake rotors, probably not an area you want to make super light.
I think those, and then those Cybri cranks are becoming really popular. And I think the other one is like the LE cranks as well.
I really hope the Canwin handlebars take off after this.
Everyone starts using them.
Yeah, Canwins all round. So we've gone through most of the stuff, actually. I think that's actually quite a good thing. But I think it opens up perhaps a broader question of, is this going to set a bit of a trend for people to become slightly more accepting of these perhaps lesser known brands, or do you think people are still going to always be a little bit more reserved?
I think they should be, and I think also people focus, they do, it's very easy to get tied up in the absolute best and the best and the best of everything. Yeah. But I think, as you showed with your video recently with the Canyon that you upgraded.
Yeah.
I know there was people in the comments who were like seemed annoyed by this.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing is like, I think that they're not taking from it what you were intending, which is that they're showing that you can compete at a really like high level. Because that group ride was like a premier calendar. The people that were turning up and how hard they were riding.
The people that did it are like proper bike racers. Yeah.
And the fact that you're able to then go toe to toe with those people on that level of equipment, is significant.
I think it's important. Yeah, I mean, we obviously spoke about this in the tech show last week, but for me, the important thing was that we showed that you don't have to spend tons of money to compete with bikes that are quite a lot of money.
Well, yeah, it does become like diminishing returns on these things.
Basically, what Harry's done is like the similar thing that I was trying to prove. He's like done it at a legit, really good level. Yeah, sort of like similar concepts, but he's really actually done it correctly. Yeah, and won the World Championships.
Yeah.
Because I just won. Well, I didn't even win, I came second. It wasn't even a race, it was fast group.
Came second in the chain gang.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it'd be cool to hear from everybody, right, in the comments, wouldn't it? Does everybody still feel a little bit more reserved about some of these lesser known brands? Are you all for it? Are you gonna maybe consider your next bike to be from a lesser known brand, or are you gonna stick to the mainstream brands that everyone sort of knows and is familiar with?
Yeah, I think I'd like to know why, like what would stop you from buying like a sort of...
Yeah, if you're hesitant, what's your reason for it?
A Chinese bike.
Yeah.
What would stop you?
Especially when you consider, ultimately, a lot of manufacturing happens there anyway.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Hot tech, right, we're going to kick things off with some UCI regulation news because we love chatting about this stuff, don't we?
Yes.
Super nerds. Now, it was announced in a UCI press release last week, some updates to their rules changes that they'd proposed and some clarification on some stuff. Most sort of importantly from that was the updates about handlebar regulations, right? Because this was a big thing. We were discussing it a lot. It was a hot topic in the bike industry and world. So now they've clarified that the new handlebar rules for road and cyclocross have a 400mm overall width maximum with a maximum flare of 65mm, and crucially, a new inner width of 280mm, which is the measurement taken from the hoods, which is really the main thing everyone was getting a bit.
Yeah, so you can actually angle your hoods in like quite a bit. Obviously, there's still it gets quite complicated now. So you still have the rule of like
the flare and the angles.
You're not allowed to like angle your hoods in beyond a certain point if the bar is not designed for it, but then bar manufacturers started making bars where it's designed to have the hoods flared in, like Envy do it, Aero Coach do it, various other brands do it, and so the key thing now is that as a minimum width for narrow bars, they have to be 400 on the outer to outer
on the drops,
which actually a lot of them are now. So, for example, if you look at the cockpit on my Pinarello...
The one that Si doesn't like.
Yeah.
Well, he does, he doesn't like that size.
Yeah, so it's like, it's sort of 36 on the hoods, but then it flares out to 400 on the drops.
Yeah.
So actually, you open up a lot of nice narrow bar options. The other thing to point out with this as well is this sort of U-turn on these rules has come about because of a huge amount of lobbying behind the scenes with representatives of component brands.
Well, it's the World Federation of Sporting Goods industry, isn't it?
Basically putting their case towards the UCI, saying, we understand what you're trying to do, but these new rules you've put out are basically rubbish and they don't work. Here's why.
That's interesting you say that. So, a while ago now, I did this really good interview with really good chap from FSA Vision. It was all about sort of some of the reasoning and logic behind what the UCI is trying to do and how the World Federation for Sporting Goods work with manufacturers and brands. And I've actually not found a home for this interview yet, but I feel like it'd be really cool to be able to share that with everybody. So I want to have a good thing, because I think people would find it interesting to see the sort of behind the scenes and background to some of this stuff.
Yeah, well, if you do want to see that, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they have apparently it was not easy to get through to them and to get them to listen and go back on it. But respects to the UCI for going back on this and U-turning.
Yeah, I think so. It sounds like they have actually listened to everybody and sort of not given in to a lot of the pressure, but maybe just gone, well, maybe raise good points.
I think it's seeing sense. It does make sense.
Also, other updates as well we should talk about. There is going to be a price cap introduced for cycling equipment such as frames, fork wheels, handlebars, helmets, which is going to be effective from January the 1st, 2027. But at the moment, there's been no mention of what the actual price cap is, other than it would be a reasonable amount.
So this is interesting. And obviously, the thing that immediately sprung to mind was the Torreca bike from the Paris Olympics that the Japanese were using that was like $100,000. And the Factor track bike was about $60,000. And I do think this is a positive step to go forward. So, we've discussed this before. A lot of the time, they're making this stuff super expensive to put off other federations buying it. But also, I think this is a sensible move for track cycling.
Yeah, I think it is. I just worry that everyone's going to immediately find loopholes around it. And
potentially, but I mean, it's a whole other subject for another video. But I think the thing that I've felt for a while is that I love to see the innovation and the tech within track cycling and the pursuit and all that. I think it's great. But I would also like to see them introduce an event or events where the equipment is standardised, like Japanese Keirin racing.
Yeah.
Just so that developing nations, like Rwanda, where the World Championships is just being held, could just get the standard track bike and then be competitive, and it's just the human on the machine, and it's not an arms race.
As I say, we could dive too deep into this. We'll save that for another time. I've got another important update, which we are both excited about. Specific Aero helmets are going to be banned in road races.
I've been unable to sleep at night. I've been that.
Yeah, you're going to sleep easy now. So minimal ventilation limits, no shell or accessories, no visors, no covering of the ears. It's a good thing for road races, if you ask me.
Visors, not a fan.
No.
On road helmets.
Time trials, yes. Road helmets, no.
Weird, that, isn't it? Why do we make that distinction? I don't know why.
Don't know.
Anyway,
updates to the My Canyon platform. So there's a new colourway available, as well as updates to the different crank lengths that you're able to choose from when you're sort of speccing out your bike. So you've got the option of 160s and 165s to mean you've got more bike fit options. But a new colourway called Able, right? So this is named after
Cain and Abel.
Huh?
They're in the Bible, don't worry about it.
Wasted joke on me, sorry.
No, different Abel?
Different Abel. This was George Abel, right, who discovered the eponymous planetary nebula. Do you know what I know about the word eponymous? Do you know how I know that? Because you told me about it earlier.
Yeah.
So the planet is named Able. The Able constellation emits a greenish light pattern, and that was the inspiration for the green-themed bike.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, picture it on screen now for everyone to enjoy.
What, the nebula or the...
the bike, not the nebula. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Should we talk about more hot tech stuff?
Yes. There's a picture of it.
What do you think? You like it?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, the Trek Checkout. Have you seen this full suspension gravel bike before or not?
I haven't.
Okay, I'll tell you all about it. Right, so it's got, it actually has the new RockShox Rudy XL fork. So we'll talk about the fork first. Suspension forks on gravel. I know it's a bit of a sensitive subject with some people. But this new gravel suspension fork effectively increases the tyre clearance and the travel that you get from it. So you can now fit a 57.5mm tyre in there. And the suspension travel is 50 or 60 millimeters. It's got a 45mm fork offset as well. And this is now in addition to the existing fork that was out there, which had shorter travel, 30 or 40mm.
So who is this aimed at?
Well, the gravel suspension fork is aimed at people that want to push the limits of their gravel bike and take on more rugged and gnarly terrain. You know, the sort of thing you'd maybe ride a mountain bike on.
Yeah, so why would you get this and not a mountain bike?
You're asking the wrong person here.
Yeah?
Yeah, don't ask me.
Don't know.
No, I don't know. Couldn't do it just gives more people more options, right? If you want to make your gravel bike a little bit more capable off-road, it's kind of thing you should consider. So now we can open another can of worms, right? Because the Trek Checkout has rear suspension as well.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know.
So it does. It looks cool though.
So I think it does look really cool. Now, Adam from GCNTech and I spoke about this a little while ago.
Is he a fan?
I can't
Is he into this?
I can't actually remember what he said. I think he probably was. Adam loves treks and stuff, so he's down for full suspension gravel bike, I imagine. Now, full suspension and gravel, words I feel shouldn't really be said in the same sentence, but we're going to remain open to this sort of option, I think. I've got some stats here for you. 55mm travel in the rear, 60mm at the front, 56mm tyre clearance, so you get some big chunky boys in there.
Yeah.
It's actually a mix of SRAM, mountain bike and road components here.
I feel that there's we should definitely do a video on like gravel bike versus mountain bike.
I feel like we've probably done that. Do it again then?
I know, but like in like a gravel race.
Yeah, instead of in a terrain that suits the mountain bike. Yeah, all right. Talking about gravel bikes, here's our second one that I mentioned. It's from Surly, and this is actually what I would describe as a gravel bike. Does that look like a gravel bike to you? It does to me.
Yes.
This is more like a more friendly approach. Okay?
Traditionalist.
Traditionalist approach.
Yeah.
So, updates. The Surly Straggler gravel bike, it launched a decade ago, right? So they've made some updates to it because, 10-year-old bike design, kind of worth changing now.
Yeah.
Updates are all around the wide range of fitment and geometry. So you've got a new sloped top tube, lowered seat tube, increased bottom bracket drop. That's an interesting way of putting it, an increased bottom bracket drop. Yeah, quite confusing. Now got through axles as well and flat mount brakes. It's manufactured from steel, this bike. Rough, ready.
Because it's real.
And rugged. Whoever's editing the show, could you please put some tumbleweed through them? A little bit of tumbleweed for Ollie's joke. Thanks. So Straggler GRX starts at $2,499. There's a Q's version at $1,999. And you can get a Straggler frame set at $899.
I'm guessing you'd buy the Q's version and then just bang a dual race crank on it.
Yeah, and some, £1,000 wheels?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably would actually. Absolutely, that was really uncalled for, man. No need for that. No need.
Really? Right. Ruvi.
Yeah, Ruvi, so indoor training platform or cycling platform. Popular
It's got updates.
Yeah, we've got some updates. There's now a segments feature, so certain predefined segments across climbs, rolling road sections and sprints allow you to test yourselves against your personal best, some of your friends and your own best efforts, which is kind of pretty cool. You've also got increased number of pro training roads and routes you can get to.
I think it's blooming cool because I like often it's like the highlight of a lot of people's year to go for their like week away in one of these locations.
Yeah, it's nice to scout it out first.
Yeah, and you can recon it and scout it out so that when you hit Sacalobro or the Col de Rates.
You know how to absolutely destroy all your cycling buddies at the time. Finish them. Yeah. And there's also the ability to quick toggle erg mode on and off when you're riding, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
Next, I'm not sure how I feel about this.
This is interesting.
So I got served this as an ad on Instagram and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to put it in the show because I feel like you and I would enjoy talking about it.
The Carbon Capsule Pro.
Yes. So this is...
It's basically a saddlebag.
That doesn't go on the saddle.
No.
It goes on the seat post.
It goes on your seat post and it's made of carbon.
Yeah.
And it costs £150.
Yeah, but look what it includes. It includes a free Fender XL, which is worth $79.99.
Okay.
This is great news.
It's like shopping channel
psychology
going on there.
What I kind of thought was cool, right, is this little like modular system. So it has a little bracket on the bike with a tri-fin, like triangle quarter turn mount. You put that on and you can either put a rear light on, you put your little carbon pod on there, or you add the mudguard in the mix that you get for free. I thought some people might be into it, but it was a weird design.
There's a thing, isn't there, within cycling products?
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's this thing of like, we just make it out of carbon fibre.
People assume it's better.
Someone will love it.
Yeah.
It's this, you know what I mean? Like, they think, how do
we make this better?
How do we...
Carbon.
Just carbon. Like, saddlebags we're like one of the few cycling products remaining that haven't been touched by carbon. We make a saddlebag out of carbon.
Yeah.
At which point it can no longer be a bag and it has to be
rattly.
A pod.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think now what other products we will undoubtedly come across in the future that are not yet carbon, but someone will go, do you know what the world needs? Carbon fibre tyres.
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
Well, I mean, I started talking about a few weeks back with carbon fibre brake rotors. Oh, cool story.
Is it really cool?
Yeah.
Okay, proceed.
Thanks, I'm glad you allowed that.
Better be cool now, because everyone's...
So I spoke about carbon fibre rotors, and lots of people are like, well, this is actually really rubbish. You haven't got any, because they're really hard to find. And I found there was a Kickstarter ages ago where they made some, and a few people got them. Anyway, it turns out somebody emailed in, one of the people that got the original carbon fibre rotors from the Kickstarter, and is going to send us the carbon rotors in. So we're actually going to get us that. From, I want to say it was maybe 10 years ago or something.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, it's cool. So I'm gonna do a follow up. I'm gonna get the carbon rotors,
the carbon fibre
try them
rotors.
out. I'm also in contact with the Carbon Overplace, who's doing like a modern version of it, and they've just got back to me this morning actually. So I'm still trying to get my hands on those like modern versions. That was a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Right, finally in Hot Tech this week, we should talk about some Swift Racing League updates. We're both team managers, captains of teams. How's your team doing?
Mine are doing well.
Why did you hesitate?
Because they're doing their best.
This is great.
Yeah.
Would you very, very kindly ask me how the team I'm in charge of is getting on?
Oh, I don't think we need to know. I don't think anyone's...
No?
I think yeah.
Little chart here.
Your team's doing quite well. My
chart
team's doing pretty well as well.
Yeah.
I mean, my team is only, technically, like 3 places below your team. So...
How's that possible? My team's leading.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're 9th.
No, but in this chart here, my team is just...
League position, Team Alex, first out of 8. Team Ollie, 9 out of 14.
Different league though, isn't it?
Different league, but you're lower down.
Yeah, we're in the big leagues. It's like you're leading the conference.
Yeah.
But my team are like 9th, but in UEFA Champions League.
So last week's Swift Racing League was a points race, and it was cool hearing everyone talking about the different tactics. And actually, some of the people in my team put some videos of them trying to do the sprints.
Yeah.
It's never like a pleasant experience seeing someone sprint on a bike, is it? Like, it just looks horrible and uncomfortable, and everyone's all sweaty, and most people haven't even got a top on. And you're just like, yeah, just things that are normal for indoor cycling, but not normal in any other world.
Yeah. Some people look really good though, I think.
Yeah. Not me.
Not me.
Nah. And this week is, I think it's country to coastal is the route that they're taking on. And I gave them some tips and advice. Actually,
It's pretty hard, isn't it? It's like straight up out the gate.
Yeah. First bit of advice, big warm up. We've got a massive climb straight away, so be ready for that. But anyway, I'm excited to see how my team get on this week.
Yeah.
That actually rounds up Hot Tech for this week. Right, comments of the week. These are comments you've been leaving underneath our videos. We'll pick out some of the best ones. So from last week's show, over to you, Ollie.
So from last week's show, trainee Canuck. So like a trainee, is that trainee Canadian?
Yeah.
Don't know. I think we need to see a comparison between the out-of-the-box bike and the upgraded version.
Yeah,
so
we
this was
discussed it.
Your Q's bike.
Yeah, I think we're going to do it. Well, I think I am going to do it, yes.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Muscle Fitness 2045, I agree with Alex in his first video, and I still agree with him. I've done the same to my bike. It's more affordable than buying those £5,000 to £15,000 bikes like Ollie's, and he's still got dropped.
I did, yeah.
Please do another video with this bike to show how much improvement you get with each component. Yes, again, I'm going to do it. Don't
I think
worry.
the cool thing as well is it basically shows that in a sped up form, you could be a beginner cyclist and you would buy, a really good bike for a beginner.
Yeah.
But then by making those sort of key upgrades to it down the line, and it's also, that's technically like a multi-surface like gravel bike as well.
Yeah.
But by making some key upgrades to it, you were able to ride it in a really fast, in a really fast sort of racing environment.
Yep. Underneath Connor's Premier Highway kit check. Firstly, I want to say that video is absolutely mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
So cool. Fair play. So if you
Fair
haven't...
would you ride there? Would you ride on the Premier Highway?
Nah,
I watched it and I thought, this is incredible, but at the same time I was thinking, nope.
Yeah, it's a no from me. I'm glad Connor did it. We just watched the video.
Yeah.
Thanks, Connor. So underneath the kit check video, Schrodinger the cat says an epic amount of gubbins for an epic journey. And they say, I'm curious, what was the final weight of the bike setup with all the gear? I actually asked Connor, he says it was between 18 and 20 kilos. So heavy.
It's carry a lot of water.
Over to you with the next one.
Lovely Bertha said, that frame bag looks massive compared to the one I have on my small frame. Interesting to see they are all well adapted to the frame size.
Thought about this. Connor is always going to be able to take so much stuff on his bike. His bike's bloody massive.
Yeah. A gate.
Here's a gate. Bike vault. Shall we?
Yeah.
Go on, give us a nice little intro to the bike vault.
It's time now for the bike vault, where you submit pictures of your bikes. You can do so by clicking on the link to the uploader, which is in the description below this video. And then we judge the bikes to be either nice or super nice. If they're super nice, Alex rings the bell.
John Mitchell first with a Cannondale Synapse Carbon 5, known as Little Sid in a misty field.
Little Sid.
Yeah. Not Little Sid, Lil.
Lil Sid.
Lil Sid.
Like Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is very nice. I like that.
Lots so much thought when it's you went, that is very
I was just sort
nice.
of taking it in.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird though how like the saddle is blurry, like it's moving, and the bars, but the crankset is in focus.
Yeah.
Also, there's a weird thing going on here, right? Singular bottle.
Yeah.
Seat tube.
Yeah.
What's that about?
I don't know. Is it something to do with this is a very small bike? Is it something to do with you can't fit that size bottle on the down tube?
Little Sid's only got room for one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think, yeah, like... Cool. I mean, I do really like it. It's I like the gold and the black. It's nice.
I've fully cracked over here with your really bad jokes.
Gonna rate it?
Super nice. Give it a super nice. Quick, we move on. GMC 61 with a vortex, light speed vortex.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the big rings on that.
Come on, you got to stop this.
I like this glade that they've pictured this in. That's a nice glade.
Yes. Okay, this is a cool bike. Interesting. Triple chain set on this bike. What do you think on that?
I love a triple.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you think they should maybe bring triples back?
Yeah, maybe they should.
Yeah.
A lot of crossover in the gear ratios there.
I'm into triples. I like them.
Yeah. What do you think of the bike?
That's a super nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a super nice.
I do really like these bikes, but can I just say, I don't think I'm a fan of the slight curve on the seat stays.
No, it looks like a sort of overweight person has sat on the bike and compromised its structural integrity.
I wasn't thinking along those lines, but you know when something's got a curve to it, but is not significant enough that it looks like a design feature?
Yeah.
It's a titanium bike. I'm a sucker for titanium.
And I love that it's that's a bike that's been going a long time.
Yeah.
I'm all about the sort of sustainable, good design into it.
Yeah, I like that.
Great.
Super nice.
Andre next.
Yeah.
With a Kirk Precision.
Self-made paint job with cans in their parents' basement. Campag Chorus 11-speed group set. Read on cable routing. They say after seeing the bike on the channel, they somehow had to get one. Found a guy in Birmingham.
Really?
Who had an old frame, and they've sorted it right out.
Yeah, for those that didn't see it, we rode a Kirk Precision. Jesper Skibby's Kirk Precision, to be precise.
Was this when...
With Steve Grimwood.
When we did...
It's one of Steve Grimwood's bikes.
Yeah, when we look at all the different generations of Shimano Durace, I believe. Oh, this is cool. This is cool.
It's a cool bike. Not the most laterally stiff frame I've ever ridden.
That was well put.
Also, I'd keep it away from sparklers on bonfire night because
what's it
made from magnesium.
So we'll just turn into a sparkler.
Yeah.
Yes. Is it using a beer
cool,
bottle?
Isn't it?
Beer bottle to hold the bike up?
That's extra cool points. I love that he's got flats on there. That's really cool. I love the Campagnolo as well. That's just. Andre is a dude.
Absolute badass
it's
bike.
Peter Andre.
Yeah, I think it is actually.
I think it is.
Yeah.
That is the kind of bike that Peter Andre would ride.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm getting mysterious girl vibes now.
William next with this is a Firefly.
Oh,
custom titanium.
Take my money. Super nice already. I haven't seen the bike.
Just outside Boston, Massachusetts. And he says on the top tube, he's got his personal mantra, be strong.
I feel like that's quite generic.
I don't feel like you can lay claim to that as your personal mantra.
Yeah, be strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, real specific, that. And this photo holds special significance as the beach in the background is where I completed my very first open water swim race many years ago. Cool story, but save that one for GCN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they your favourite rotors on there as well? Galfa rotors?
I think they might be. The angle is all off on this bike.
It is very jaunty, isn't it? I
Yeah.
do really like these anodised finishes, and I like that he's got a full big boy frame pump in there.
Yeah.
That is cool, isn't it?
That is cool. Is it titanium barrel on the pump? Because if it is, that would be next level nerd.
What, like titanium pump to go with the titanium bike?
Yeah.
I agree. I think that's something that you have to do if you have a titanium bike.
I have a titanium bike and I don't have a titanium pump, so now I'm like really wishing
So your
I had
bike
one.
is just a nice...
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, this bike is at too much of a jaunty angle.
Crank's
You can't
the wrong
really
way
see it.
around.
It's just, yeah.
The
the cranks are just all over the place, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a big no from me, I'm sorry. It pains me to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not into that.
Shane, Billy, Daniel. So we've got a 3-person submission here with an Envy Frey.
Maybe they're conjoined twins. Triplets. Which would explain why the bike's so clean, because they would probably struggle to ride it. So this is very nice. I do like the Envy Melee.
It's a Frey, mate.
Envy Frey.
Yeah, just want to point it out.
Yeah.
This is cool. I like it. Let's judge the bike. Valve on the back wheel is not aligned with the front wheel. It is lent on the handlebars and could fall at any given moment, unfortunately.
Why is it? Yeah, it's disappointing.
Steering needs cutting down.
It's disappointing to see a bike like this just propped against a sort of awkwardly angled wall.
Yeah, I think could do a lot better with this, I'm afraid.
Also, you feel that they did want to position it slightly further forward, but were hesitant to do so because of that
carpet.
Sort of cream rug that's there, and
don't want to mess the carpet up. I think that's just a nice, I'm afraid.
It is, isn't it?
Could be a super nice.
It should be a super nice.
Maybe resubmit later on.
You into the envies on there?
Yeah, I think it's cool.
So this is. I'm trying to work this out. I've got mixed up. Frey and Melee. Melee's the road one.
Frey's all road.
Frey is all road.
Mog's the gravel.
Mog's the gravel.
Yeah.
Right.
It's an all road bike.
This is in road configuration with big fat tyres, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's really cool though.
I mean, it is cool. Please resubmit it so we can super nice it.
Bit of a chimney going on as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, not into that. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice, isn't it?
All right, well, that's the end of the bike vault, which leads us on to the end of this week's GCNTech show. Nice to have you back after a little holiday with Si in Denmark.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
Videos inbound. Also managed to visit Ceramic Speed while I was out there.
Oh, yeah.
And shoot some videos with them. And actually learn some really, really interesting stuff because they're doing loads of amazing testing out there. They've got so many lab equipment test rig machines for all sorts of different stuff. But
is this in the videos on this stuff?
yeah, well, I've
buzzing.
learned a lot for different things. So we'll have a few. It's inspired me for a few videos to do actually to teach people stuff. Yeah.
Did you pick me up any cool parts while you were out there?
No, they only had enough for my bike.
Oh, of course, yeah. Old chestnut. Right, thanks very much. Get them on in the comments section down below. Best ones, we'll pick them out and read them next week. Right, love you, bye.
Bye.